Hey guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today is a special day because today is February 27th. Today is my 4-year YouTube anniversary. I was recently looking at my old videos and I was like, I think I've been doing this for a couple years now because I remember like starting my channel in February, and then I looked and I uploaded my first video February 27th, 2015, and then I realized 2015 is 4 years ago. Like, I've already been on YouTube for 4 years. Like, I don't know why that number totally boggles my mind, because like literally in my mind I was just thinking like I've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 years. No, it's been 4 years. 4 freaking years. So I thought maybe it would be a good idea to do a reaction to my very first ever introduction video that I uploaded, because somebody has recommended me to do this video because they think that video is hilarious, and it probably is. The second reason is because I watched it like a year or two after I started my channel, and I remember watching it and thinking it was the most cringiest thing I've ever seen. And the third reason is because it's my anniversary on YouTube, so I thought what better way to celebrate it than with a reaction to one of my old cringy videos. This video at the moment has 1,576 views and 56 likes. No dislikes, which is pretty shocking considering how cringy it is. But anyways, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't really remember what I said in this introduction video. It's only about 4 minutes long, but I'm pretty sure my reading taste has also changed since I first filmed this video, so I think it'll be all around very interesting. This would be a good opportunity to show you how awkward I used to be. Alright, starting the video now.
Hello, my name is Gabby. Welcome to my booktube channel. I am 20 years old. I live in Southern California, and I am a huge fan of books. I pretty much...
Stop right there. First of all, why did I used to talk in such a high-pitched voice? That's the first thing I want to know. I feel like when I first started YouTube, I had to like present myself to the camera, you know, like I had to like speak like I was on like a news broadcast or something. Like, that is so awkward. I feel like now I'm just so much more like myself on camera. Like, I feel like when I first started YouTube, I was so freaking awkward on the camera. Like, I didn't know how to talk to the camera, and I felt like I had to talk to the camera in a certain way. And now I just feel like I talk to the camera as if I'm talking to my best friend or something, you know, like I'm more me. But like back then, I was so awkward. Oh god. And I was 20 years old. I look like I'm freaking 15, and like I know I insult myself like that, and I hate when I get that insult about me right now, but like I do look 15.
Read constantly. Last year in 2014, I read 77 books for the entire year, and this year I have so far read 9 books, so doing pretty good. I have another channel on YouTube, but this is my first time doing any type of official vlog.
Yeah, that other channel on YouTube, it no longer exists.
I have a book Instagram, which is growing constantly, and I use it almost every day.
The fact that I didn't cut out my like my long like is so annoying to me, because now like my editing self, anytime I stop my flow of talk and I'm like cut that out. Like, what was my editing self thinking back then? Okay, anyways.
Use it almost every day, and
Nobody cares about your Instagram that's growing constantly. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
I'm currently employed as a cashier at Pickup 6. If you guys don't know, it's just like a fast food Asian type of restaurant. It's only in California, the restaurant, so some of you probably don't know what it is, but that's okay. So, just so you guys...
Why am I like this? First of all, I don't know why this is like an introduction to like my life story, okay? Like, nobody cares. Oh god, this is just bad. Okay, let's continue.
You guys have an idea of what I like to read and what to expect. Some of my favorite genres are obviously young adult. I read almost anything that's young adult, but I also do like to read new adult and some adult genres too. I mean, I really love to read adult thrillers. That's like one of my favorite genres to read. Some of my favorites from the adult thriller genre would be like Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn,
So basic.
The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins,
So basic.
and Deadline by Sandra Brown. I I really love adult thrillers, like anything with it, like with suspense like that, and I love that kind of stuff.
Okay, pause. That is so weird that when I started my channel, I was like, I love young adult. Like, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, I did read a lot more young adult when I first started my channel in, like, 2015, and that's so weird that I seemed like I only, like, the only adult books I read back then were, like, adult thrillers. Like, I mean, I've always, like, loved thrillers, obviously, like, you can tell, but, like, oh my god, I was such a basic bitch, like, Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train, like, everybody doesn't, like, what? I still love Gone Girl, but I'm just, it's just so funny to me how, like, basic that sounded, like, I really like thrillers, like Gone Girl. Something that's funny to me is, like, my reading tastes have totally changed, like, with young adult, like, I feel like I barely read young adult now, like, I can barely tolerate most young adult books now. Like, there are a few obviously that are exceptions that I still really enjoy, but like the majority of what I'm reading now is adult or new adult, and I feel like maybe that just comes with me getting a little bit older too, but like it's just crazy like how much my reading taste have changed. Like, I don't really pick up young adult books now unless I've heard exceptionally good things about it. Let's continue.
I like a lot of young adult contemporaries too. Rainbow Rowell is like one of my favorite authors, so
Still love
that
Rainbow
says a
Rowell.
lot about what I'm into. I'm just starting to get into the Colleen Hoover fandom. I've read Never Never, which I loved, and I also read Ugly Love, which I adore that book so much, so I'm just starting to get into her books. I just ordered Maybe Someday a couple of days ago, and it's supposed to be arriving soon, so I can't wait to get into that one. I also do...
Okay, that's hilarious. So apparently when I started my booktube channel, I was just starting to get into Colleen Hoover's books, and that's so funny because, like, Colleen Hoover is one of my favorite authors now, and I've read all of her books, I want to say. I don't know if I've read all of them, but I've definitely read pretty close to all of them now, so, like, that's so funny to me that I was, like, starting to read her books then. I don't know why. Did I start with Never Never? Like, was that my first book from her? Like, I don't know why I mentioned that in this. I could have sworn I read something else first, but weird. Anyways, continue.
Also do enjoy young adult dystopians, even though I do think that they're a little bit overrated with, like, you know, Divergent, The Hunger Games, and all these things. Like, it is a little overrated, but I like a lot of the young adult dystopian that's not as overrated, I think. Like one of my all-time favorite series is The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer.
That's not dystopian,
and I think that
really.
is kind of an underrated series. Like, I think it's also one of the best. I cannot wait for winter. And another one of my favorite young adult dystopian trilogies is The Fifth Wave by Ricky Yancey.
You never finished that.
I actually just finished Infinite Seed last night, which I don't think was as good as The Fifth Wave, but I still really do like the series, so.
Okay, pause here again. Still love The Lunar Chronicles, and I do think that it's one of the best series of all time, but I would not classify that series as dystopian. I don't even know why the fuck I said that. That is like a sci-fi fantasy series. It's like a retelling series of, you know, fairy tales, so why the fuck did I say dystopian? Clearly I didn't know what the fuck a dystopian was. I only liked the first book in the Fifth Wave series back then. I don't even think I would like it now, but I liked it when I read it, and I didn't even enjoy the second book. The third book I never even read, so I don't even know why I'm saying I liked that series. I just think it's one of the only series I had ever read up until that point. So, like, what in the fat hell was I talking about? I think it was just, like, it was the cool thing to like young adult dystopians back then, you know? Like, it was like everybody was reading young adult dystopians when, like, Divergent was huge and The Hunger Games was huge, and I just felt so much pressure to like those kind of books, but I didn't. I never have really liked young adult dystopians. So I don't know why I'm like this. Anyway, let's continue.
Series, so. I mean, as I said, I'm pretty much into any young adult genres, you know. I like sci-fi, I like thrillers, I like paranormal, even though I don't think I read enough of it, but I do pretty much like anything. And I actually like books that have, like, stranger topics that might seem a little bit controversial. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I just wanted to do a little introduction video just so you can understand what my channel is going to be like. I just want to talk about books, you know. I want to talk about books that I've just finished reading, and I want to talk about anticipated releases that are coming out. I want to talk about book hauls that I get. I want to talk about everything, and this is pretty much the reason why I made a booktube, so I can express my feelings. I'm willing to make any...
What on earth was that sound that just came out of my mouth? Holy shit. That was like a... What was that? Oh my god. This just gets more embarrassing every second. Alright, let's finish it. There's only like 12 seconds left, so.
Kind of video that you guys would like and would get to know me better, and I look forward to making another video. Alright? Thanks.
Oh my gosh. And the last like 3 seconds are just nothing but black screen. Okay. Whew. Wow, that was like so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so not only have my reading taste changed, but I feel like back then I felt a lot of pressure to be into certain books just because they were popular, and I wasn't, and I never really was, but I still read them and gave them a chance just because they were so popular. And I feel like that's mainly the case with a lot of young adult books, is like I'll read stuff just because it's popular and then I won't end up enjoying it. But like, oh my god. I used to be so awkward, and like, oh my god, like who would enjoy watching that video? Like, oh my god. But yeah, I think the funniest thing about that video for sure was me saying that I was into young adult dystopians and then calling the Lunar Chronicles a dystopian series, and like I didn't know what the fuck was going on in 2015. I mean, some things still haven't changed. Like, I am still a big Colleen Hoover fan. I am still a huge fan of the Lunar Chronicles and a huge fan of Gone Girl and a huge fan of adult thrillers, but a lot of other adult genre things too. I'm not just like limited to thrillers. Yeah, wow, this was a very strange video to watch. It's like sometimes I think I'm awkward on camera now, and then I watch my old videos and I'm like, oh my god. Happy YouTube anniversary to me, and let me know your thoughts on like reaction videos. Do you like reaction videos from me? And are there any of my old videos that you would like to see me react to? I don't even know, like the majority of my old videos were so like, it was just like wrap-ups and me talking about anticipated releases, and like I didn't really do too many like fun videos back then, you know? So like I don't know what you would want to see me react to, but if there's anything, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye. Excuse me. There are children screaming outside my window.